Today we are going to do a nice morning flow to help set the tone for our day. So join me and grab your bands. To get started, I will grab a light and I'm going to place the band around my wrist. Stepping back into Warrior One, right leg steps back. You want to square those hips and shoulders forward, roll that pelvis forward to drop the tailbone to the mat, arms reaching to the ceiling, shoulders drop away from the ears. Find that length in the spine. Take a couple of breaths here. You want to pull your hands shoulder distance. Lengthen through the torso, lengthen through the chest. And then on your exhale, pulse away. Inhale, come together, shoulder distance and out. Let's wake up those arms. Let's strengthen and align those shoulders. When you feel confident, you're nice and lifted in the upper body. You stand tall, you stand strong. So let's get rid of that roundness in the upper back. Crown of the head is pulling towards the ceiling. Feet are rooting into the mat for that support and stability. Let's go here for about 5 more. Keep pressing those feet into the mat. Hips, just check in with those hips. Make sure they're even. We're going to keep the hands away from each other here, a bit more than shoulder distance, and then hinge forward from the hips. Keeping that long, neutral spine. We're going to exhale, drop the fingertips to the mat or to the blocks. We're going to inhale, rounding out those shoulders, come back to Warrior One. On the exhale, Warrior Two. But of course, because we have the band, we're not going to drop those hands down, but we're going to act like we want to. So Warrior Two position. Square those hips and shoulders sideways. Connect to the breath here. Controlling the breath. Pulsing. Keeping that alignment in the shoulders. Internal rotation here. Crown is pulling towards the ceiling. And you want to look as if your arms were extended and you were looking at those left fingertips for 5. Exhale from here. Back to Warrior One. We're going to drop the hands to the mat. And then from here, extend through both legs. Shifting that weight back into the glutes. Pressing in towards the heel. You want to continue to roll that pelvis forward so that the hips are nice and even here. We're going to exhale for 3 breaths. Beautiful. Let's step into forward folds. Let the forehead drop towards the shins. Keep rooting at the feet, lengthening through the back of the legs. Inhale, rounding the spine. All right, let's switch it out to the other side. Left leg steps back, Warrior One, feet rooting into the mat. Roll that pelvis forward, tailbone drops. And let's pulse. Lengthening through that upper body, maintaining that alignment. Again, you want to feel strong, you want to feel confident, sure of yourself, building that inner self-esteem. Working from the inside out. Connect to the spine here. Keep going. Breathe. Let's do 5 more. You can do it. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Don't lose that alignment. And then from here, keep those hands pulled away, a bit more than shoulder distance. We're going to exhale, Warrior Two. Keep it pulsing. Breathe. I definitely feel the burn now. 5. Good. From here, we're going to come back to Warrior One. Drop the hands to the mat, extending through both legs, period pose. Forehead to the shin. Rotate that pelvis forward. then exhale, stepping into that forward fold. Rounding the spine. Come back. We're going to place the band right above the knees. And then heel toe the feet to the width of the mat. Come into chair pose. Tailbone to the mat. Feet rooted, knees bent. Have a nice little bounce here in the knees, getting yourself those hydraulics. You don't want them too stiff and tense. Let's reach those arms to the ceiling, roll those shoulders inwards, maintaining that alignment in the upper body as the lower body roots and presses into the mat. Let's drop the knees together. Exhale, pull apart. Let's wake up those hips. Just as important as our shoulders and upper body in helping to maintain a healthy posture. Keep it going. Building up that strength here in the lower body while improving our posture. 5. I'm going to extend through the legs, hinge forward, wide-legged forward fold. Just crisscross over to the left side. Come back to center, reach for those elbows, gently sway from side to side. Let the arms hang heavy, plug the chin and roll back to standing for round 2. Sitting back into chair pose, knees together, exhale, open. Really bring that force as you pull those knees apart. Exhale for 10. Keep that core engaged, hugging the ribcage into the body. Lengthening through the back. Tuck the scapula and shoulder blades into the back. Ankles are working here, knees are working, hips, shoulders, whole body. Let's go. 5 more. And then pulse with the knees apart. Hands reaching to the ceiling. Lifting in the chest here. Keep it going. Five, 4, 3 more. 2 and 1. Hold, 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 hold. Extend. Squeeze those glutes. Lengthen through the body. Exhale, Tandasana. Toes apart, hands in prayer at the heart. We're going to bend the knees and drop down into Malasana pose. Elbows pressing the knees away. Tailbone drops to the mat. Shoulders drop from the ears. Keep that length in the neck. Good job. From here, knees to the mat, big toes come together, knees spread to the width of the mat. We're going to push back into child's pose. Keep those fingertips reaching towards the top of the mat as you extend through those arms. Hips squaring towards the top of the mat, lengthen through the torso and chest. Alright, from here, let's do a couple of cat-cows. I want to connect to that control center of the body here in the spine. This is a major contributing factor to our central. So finding that alignment here, this is where our chakras all align. calling back that control, calling back all of the energy as you connect to your spine. Hold and cow, chin lifted, elbow closed. Inhale, cow, cat pose, belly button plugs to the back, roll the pelvis back to neutral. Let's get into the core. Go ahead and elevate the legs off of the mat. We're going to bring the band down to the soles of the feet, around the arches of the feet. And then extend the legs, extend the arms. You want to bring the feet hip distance. We're going to pulse here, hip distance and out. Keep that posture here in the upper body. Pulsing, breathing. I know it's hard. Fight for the things that are worth fighting for. 5. Exhale. Go ahead and drop the legs. Hinge from the hips or dropping the forehead to the shins and forward fold. Roll the neck. Right ear to right shoulder, left ear to left shoulder. Come back to that neutral spine.